Hey guys, what's up? TheMadUzuki here, and recording because, like I said, I'm really getting back into the habit of it. So, let's start this battle. Um, don't get a team preview. All right. Well, this is one of my older teams. It was featured a little bit with my in my last video with the Yon Megas. Anyway, I lead with Gigalith, and he leads with Braviary, which I thought was a little weird, but hey, I get my stealth rocks up pretty much for free, so I can't complain too much. And he's gonna fire off a superpower, which is gonna bring me down to my sturdy, but that's fine because he's getting the attack and defense drops, and that means I can pretty much switch into anything and go from there. Alamolima takes that like a boss, and so does his Garbodor. And I go into my Gigalith, hoping that maybe he'll want to get some spikes up more than he wants to attack me, but it doesn't work out for me, and I don't get to explode. Because this is not the cut stat berry, the cut stat berry version. And then I go after Gigalith dies, I go out into Raichu and Volt Switch to get some damage off of it. And I'm gonna kill it with Dodrio, who is going to lose a chunk of health to spikes and getting hit by stuff and aftermath, because aftermath is pretty shitty. But he's gonna bring in his Zangoose, and I don't want my Dodrio to die, so I go into my big fatty, who can tank all the hits like a boss, and except for Facade, doesn't take Facade quite as well as I was hoping to, but that's probably a max attack guts boosted guts boosted Zangoose. He's gonna switch out into his vanilla Luxie she ice cream cone and automatize, which I was scared about for a minute, and then for whatever reason he went for Signal Beam, even though I guess I don't know, Ice Beam would have made more sense to me. But I'm gonna wish, and he's gonna go into Zangoose and use a Facade and hit me really hard, and I'm going for like some wish protect shenanigans just to really try and deal with the Zangoose. Just because I really don't have anything that obviously wants to switch into a toxic boosted Facade, and everything else I really want to preserve more or less because they could potentially be really super useful. So I decided to go into my Mega here and protect, because the toxic is going to kill him off and he can't do any damage to me. And that lets me get up a speed boost, which means I'm pretty much going to be outspeeding his entire team. And I'm going to go for the Bug Buzz to kill off his ice cream cone here, his dual scoop ice cream cone. And he's going to go into Golbat. And I could have switched out here, but I didn't. And my Yanma dies, which I can't say bothered me all that much, considering Yanma just doesn't have the sheer special power that Yanmega has. So I wasn't really worried about, wasn't really sweating it, because at that point I can go into Raichu and actually sweep his team. And because all he has is Golbat left, and I think it would technically die on the switch in, he forfeits here, and I win the battle. And it was a pretty good game. Not much to it. And I'll see you in the next one. So now we have a team preview for whatever reason. I don't know why we didn't get one on the last one. I feel like sometimes with Pokemon Showdown, when you save a replay, sometimes you get a team preview, other times you don't. But so this is pretty much the same team. The only difference is that I had taken Yanma off of it because Yanma wasn't really doing anything for me, unlike in UU where Yanmega was doing work in my previous video. So yeah, instead of Yanma, I have Simisear, because I don't really know. I was trying it out and being silly. He's going to lead with Liepard. I'm going to lead with Raichu, expecting the Liepard. And I was hoping he would go for the Thunder Wave right off the bat, but that doesn't happen when he goes for the substitute. But I do get to break his sub. Now what I could have done was double switched back into Raichu, but I didn't have that foresight at the time as he goes for the Thunder Wave. And my superior gets paralyzed, which is kind of annoying, and then I get a pointless crit to break the sub, which I didn't need because Liepard is not great defensively. He's gonna bring in his Charizard, which scares me out for a whole plethora of reasons. Fire Blast being the main one, which Mola resists, but still doesn't take well because, let's face it, it's not that great of a special defender when it comes down to it. Anyway, we are going to try to exchange Toxic Gizzes, but I come out on top because he misses and I don't, but he has the aromatherapy, not aromatherapy. Alex, remember how to use words. But he has the aromatherapy, which means that my Toxic is pointless too. So that was basically a turn where nothing happened. So I go into my Gigalith pretty much just because I want to get Stealth Rocks up because they're going to help against Charizard immensely and Swellow immensely. And this is kind of why I wanted to record this battle, because for the longest time Dodrio's kind of been like my author Pokemon, so to speak, and it really hasn't done anything because I haven't really used it that much. But Dodrio's going to get a Brave Bird kill on Meganium. That, for those of you keeping track at home, is one Dodrio kill this battle. Then me and Glaceon are going to exchange Toxics again, but Glaceon doesn't seem to have the heal bell, so this time my Toxic is here to stay, but so is his, because I don't carry anything with heal bell either on this team. Not that it really matters, but Superior is going to take that facade not well at all. But I think at this point I decided to sack Superior because it was paralyzed, which means it's not going to be doing anything for me. And get a bunch of recoil and damage off on Swellow, which allows me to bring in Dodrio and kill it off with a quick attack, because Choice Banded Dodrio with quick attack is pretty intense. As he goes into Liepard, I see the Thunder Wave coming from a mile away, so I take this opportunity to go into Raichu and start firing off Thunderbolts. And he's going to switch out here and do something really cool that was amazing, and I was really, I commended this person, and I thought that was a really cool play. He brought in Gardevoir, and his Gardevoir has Trace, so he traced my Lightning Rod and used my own ability against me as I was trying to Thunderbolt. I, in all honesty, did not expect that, because I expected Gardevoir to be a wall, but I guess it works out. But Dodrio comes in for the third kill of the game. Now it's 3-3, and Dodrio's claimed all three of those kills as it's worked out. Glaceon versus Raichu now. And he's going to wish, and I don't know if he was planning on attacking or something there, but my Volt Switch, I'm really bad with words right now. My Volt Switch crit, and I killed it, and I went to Dodrio. He unfortunately gets the Thunder Wave off on Dodrio, which, but I do manage to get the 5th kill of the game with Dodrio. And, Dodrio got 4 kills, and Raichu got 1. But Dodrio dies because I don't get to kill the Charizard with quick attack like I was hoping I would, but I can bring in Simisear and kill it with Overheat. Just, mostly because I could. It was my first game using Simisear, and I figured, why not? I don't think I even have this team with Simisear on it anymore, because I didn't really like Simisear, because it's not super great. But anyway, those were the battles, and You guys will be watching this now, but I won't be uploading this until a while later because right now it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I might upload this and then just go to bed. But you probably won't see this until later. But I'm not really saying anything important now, so I'm just gonna stop.